At a fundamental level, the issues we see with individuals and families falling into homelessness stem from institutional and structural barriers that go way back to the practices that happen in Southern Arizona, and that include racist covenants, issues with zoning that kept Mexican Americans, Native Americans, and Black Americans out of housing, current market forces, inflation, and generally what's happening in regards to lack of affordable housing in Southern Arizona. The tipping point for folks once we see them is primarily that they've been evicted from their homes. They're lacking those resources to get themselves back on their feet. It's usually lack of income, lack of jobs, and the lack of housing is definitely the most fundamental thing that tips individuals into the state of being homeless. We do housing, we do jobs, workforce development, homeownership, financial education, public policy advocacy, but we also rely on partners in the medical sphere. We don't do healthcare, we don't do behavioral health, so we're very reliant upon partners in that space. We truly believe that a holistic, comprehensive approach needs to be made in order to get individuals and families in a place where they need to be economically for upward mobility. We do some traditional prevention, which is rent and utility assistance, but we also find that other gaps prevent people from staying in their homes. So, for example, car payments, court fees, medical debt, things that prevent people from being able to pay their rent or pay mortgage, and that can send them into a tailspin, into downward mobility in regards to economic options. Social safety nets are incredibly important, and we know that about 40% of individuals experiencing homelessness can't identify one individual, family, or friend that they haven't exhausted resources with, so they have zero support. Zero support means that it's going to be extremely difficult for someone to obtain any resources, any assistance, any education without going to a place like the Primavera Foundation. It means that we all need to be educated. We all need to be part of the solution. It means that we're in an affordable housing crisis. We're at a tipping point, and we all need to be accountable to speak up and do what we can. Whether it's volunteering, whether it's being active in a nonprofit, whether that's for advocating for policy that will assist people in obtaining economic upward mobility. But it's a critical time. It's a very critical time in our history, and we all play a part.